And I just feel like he's saying, the one important thing is he's saying, he keeps using the word brother, you got to let the sun shine in. You got to let the sun shine in. Let's just open it up again. This really is going to heal people who are thinking about committing suicide. So I want to share that, okay?
Theory, I believe that the plane and the passengers are still intact and alive, but there's going to be a hostage situation, bigger than anyone has ever witnessed, and I feel the pilots were involved. I'm not sure to what extent, but I believe one of them were at least. I also keep getting a hit with Russia for some reason. I've tried not to look at it, but this is the first time I'm voicing it. I have a feeling that there is a government cover-up, and no more than they know more, but not releasing it, but it's going to be exposed soon.
That she saw the plane make a sharp turn and the pilot get up and go to the back of the plane, not a normal Mayday situation. Where's the crew? People were not reacting to the situation like a normal Mayday. She finds it very odd and thinks they flew around alive for a very long time. So,
crashed on an island or close to it, and there were survivors. But that was the beginning, and now no more survivors. She still saw it close to land, and now tigers.
Tigers?
She kept seeing tigers, and she thought that it was on some island with an S name, and her husband said, well, Sumatra has tigers.
That's true. Sumatran tigers are a thing.
OMFG. I just did the reading for for a family member, and I saw it all. He's dead, but the others are alive. I saw it all. The government are involved, and the U.S. government know where it is, but everything's being kept quiet. I keep seeing a tiny island with a rainforest near a place beginning with an S, something like Somalia. It was such a shame about this person who died, but the incredible detail was undeniable that it's her husband, even down to the nightly bedtime routine and the name he called his grandson. I got her age, her wedding anniversary, and the son's birthday. You wouldn't question the info.
She didn't think that Malaysian Airlines was telling the story correctly and that they are searching too far west for the plane, but she thinks that that it's not an act of terrorism. She felt that there was a fire on the plane and that the engine fuel caused the plane to smoke. She said that she knows that, a lot of people are talking about terrorism, but she doesn't see that as the cause. So she thinks it has more to do with air pressure. She's going to talk to us more about that in a little bit. But
I feel the plane was hijacked. I feel it was an elaborate and very detailed plan. I feel that although one of the pilots could possibly be involved, it definitely feels like there is someone who was in the cabin area, meaning a passenger that is the main operator. I see him entering the cockpit. Feels like one of the pilots, the captain, isn't involved at all. I also feel the plane landed on an island or a remote area that's very underdeveloped. I keep getting Osama bin Laden, so I feel like that's a symbol for hiding and how well the hiding has been carried on. I feel the main intention was to show the absolute power of an extremist group so they could literally have this much control.
We've let go of our magical thinking. We've let go of our gods that helped our ancestors canoe across the flat earth to find something else. Instead, we've put our hope and faith in technology. And it is the technology that has failed us now, both the technology on the plane, the communication technology, the radar technology, the sonar technology. Our new God has failed us right now. I totally believe that theory after 9/11 when the plane over Pennsylvania, remember the passengers that took over and tried over?
Sure.
Right? No. I think our own F-14s shot that thing down so fast because it was headed for the White House. And if you go online, you'll see conspiracy theories about that. But why wouldn't they?
There's a lot of wackadoos out there ready to take you down, trust me.
Pilot has the ability to, let's say it was a suicide thing with one of the pilots, the pilot has the ability to, while everyone's sleeping in the middle of the night, to just slowly depressurize the plane and everyone would just be in a coma.
Almost like a car in a garage.
That could have happened.
I do feel that it was a hijacking or some sort of plan, like a super intelligent planned hijacking in which I feel like one of the pilots is somehow in coercion with it. But I feel like there was something else. I feel like it does have to do with the government. And you had mentioned, hey, why Malaysia, this tiny little airline? How many Chinese were on it?
A lot.
Exactly. And I just feel like there's something about that. It's like one message to another country. Like going, I don't know. There's just something. I think what we're looking at here is a behind-the-scenes war going on that we're not seeing, and so we're being,
and we're not a part of,
and we're not a part of. And I just, it could have gone down in the ocean, but I do feel like I feel like the passenger. I'm just gonna be honest, and I know that it's hurtful for some people to hear, but I do feel like the passengers were scared. I feel like there was fear. I feel like there was like, what's going to happen? And so I just don't, I would love it if everyone just had gone to sleep or if it had been instantaneous. But for some reason, for me, it just unfortunately doesn't feel to be the case. I do feel that plane had landed, but I don't feel that I don't really feel survivors now. Even if you look at what the media is giving, it makes no sense. Right. I have never seen someone backtrack more stories. Malaysia representatives, they were like, oh, it turned sharp left. Oh, no, it didn't. Now they're saying it didn't. It didn't turn sharp. Yes, it did. And where's and I may have missed it, so I definitely could have missed it, but where was the promise that no matter what happens, we're going to retrieve this? We're going to find the bodies.
Oh,
like I said, I feel like it was so orchestrated. And the other thing, too, is, there's some, I don't know the name of it, so you'll have to excuse me, but there is that small island where people are saying, hey, we saw the plane fly over.
Right.
Okay, so all those people, why didn't anybody talk to them?
I do think that there was a mechanical failure that happened with the plane, and what that is, I'm not quite sure. Initially, I felt like there was something with smoke and then something with the fuse being blown, but I don't know enough about plane mechanics to really give you a great explanation. But yeah.
So there you have it.
It all went into a time travel thing, went through a portal. I've been noticing just while I'm sitting here and we're having this conversation that I've been yawning. And I'm like, how can I be bored with this conversation?
Oh, the drinking is not good. My friends think you're an alcoholic. It's sad.
I also want to say cancer. I want to say who has cancer. I feel like somebody currently...
She died of cancer.
Okay. And I feel like, I want to say that she... I'm sorry for your loss. But I just want to bring back the cancer. I just feel like somebody currently has cancer also. So I just want to make you aware of that. And if I feel like I feel like it's female related. So I just want to say maybe the women should just kind of get a check. Okay, I feel like that would be important for them to have a check. Mm-hmm. Okay, I just want to give that to you because she's bringing that through very clearly.
Ask her, does she know that I found her baby? The baby she gave away in the 1940s, I just found him.
And I also want to say, I see a young boy and a young girl also.
That's what he has, a boy and a girl. They're not young anymore. They're 39 and 40.
Pay attention to the fifth, first, because I was like, 5-5, that's interesting, but it's 5514, which is 555. And I was like, okay.
Oh. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. Until we find the black box, none of us are going to know. And we won't know until we get the facts. And
can we just move on? Everybody shut up and stop talking about it?